I knew he was in Winnie the Pooh, like handing
Mm-hmm.
off the deed, right? Because they replaced
Yeah.
it. I had no idea he was in the Pet Cemetery, which seemed
Yeah.
kind of morbid but funny. So
I
yeah,
mean,
check that out.
well, morbid. I mean, the attraction did end in a certain place.
We want to give a big thank you to our sponsor, Touring and Cruises. Here's something you might not know. Booking with a travel advisor doesn't cost you anything. Disney pays them after you travel. You'll pay the same price you see online, but Touring and Cruises adds an enhanced level of service. Their expert advisors watch for discounts and apply them automatically, even after you book. And it's not just Disney. They can help with cruises, Universal, and all kinds of vacations. Whether you want help planning it all or just someone in your corner if plans change, they're here to help. And yes, they'll wait on hold with Disney 4 hours, so you don't have to. So when you're ready to plan your next trip, head to touringandcruises.com and tell them Rope Drop Radio sent you. Now, let's rope drop.
Helping you navigate the Disney parks.
With the hope that it will be a source of joy and inspiration to all the world.
You're listening to Rope Drop Radio.
Welcome to another Rope Drop Radio. I am Doug McKnight here with Lauren Shields, and Lauren is just back from a wonderful trip and is ready to tell us all about it, aren't you?
I am. I had the best time. We went to both the parks and on a cruise, and it was wonderful. And just adults.
Just adults. That's really the best trip. Sorry, kids.
We love you, but also we need adult time.
Right. Sorry, adults that don't understand either. It really is something special, and you don't really understand how special until you give it a whirl.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll be talking all about that stuff. But home, back in the thick of it, the kids survived.
They survived the grandparents for almost a week.
Well, that's
it went
good.
well. We've had the grandparents are really kind and usually watch them about like once a year for us. And we've had some rough other past trips, but this one went very smoothly, which bodes well for next year.
Well, that is good. I always love it when it bodes well for the next time, right?
Yes.
Like, yeah, I'm getting close to the point where I don't even have to worry about what I do with the kids when we leave. Like, they're almost all gone, right?
There is something about 16 that's different because like Luke was like barely impacted because he can drive himself everywhere, right? Like he was like, I don't know, I wasn't really home. It was fine. And I was like, that is the golden age where they just need someone in the house to make sure that everything is kind of fine and maybe feed them a meal. And that's all they need.
Yep. Yep. Our kids, so they go out and stay with my parents when we travel. So like, it's weird. They'll like come home after school, do a few things, then go out to my parents. Like,
yeah.
Yeah, it's just kind of bizarre. Like they almost halfway pack and then like come and get more clothes every day. It's like,
yeah,
whatever, guys. Because they're just not that bright. Like our patrons, they're smart people, aren't they?
They are smart people. I was worried you were calling them not bright for a second.
No,
we love our
children.
Patreons. Yeah. We got 2 new Patreons while I was gone. So thank you for that. Thank you to Oliver Jewell and Marcia Erdal. I'm sure I nailed your names.
I think you messed up Jewel there, but whatever, Lauren. I think.
Oh, it is Jewel. I'm so used to Jewel spelled with 1 L. From Jewel Osco in Illinois. Shout out to my Chicago peeps.
Okay.
So like the double L was messing with me, Oliver. Sorry about that. But thank you for joining the Patreon community. Thank you to all of our Patreons. Come check us out at patreon.com. Doug gives the news once a week, the new Disney news. We have a bonus after show after every episode. This week, we are going to talk about the Utilidors.
Yes, the stuff for the older crowd. We don't want to ruin any of the magic.
I went on a Keys to the Kingdom tour. We think some things are not meant for small ears, so we're going to put that on an after show this week. So come check us out there.
Yeah, so all the details there. And the news, I mean, it's exciting. It was a lot of Muppet stuff and a lot of stuff getting ready to open back up. And
just in time for your trip.
I know. I'm going to be there basically that day that everything's opening back up, and
that was good timing.
It was. And so probably going to start with Soarin'. That's like our arrival day, and then the next day Bluey, and then Rock and Roller Coaster. And
has Samantha agreed to Bluey?
She's busy with midterms and tests and stuff.
Oh, so you haven't told her yet?
That would be like the night before, like, oh, we're gonna rope drop Bluey.
Sam.
And she'd probably be like, oh, well, then you're buying me that ice cream sandwich, which I can't wait to ask you about.
Talk about that. Yeah.
So, All right. Also, a great way to support the show outside of Patreon that is free, absolutely free, is telling a friend, leaving a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts, and just all around being awesome. So if you leave a 5-star review on Apple, we will read it on air and love you forever. This week's 5-star review is titled, My Little Cup of Happy Every Day. 5 stars. By One Magical Nurse.
Yes, nurses. You rule.
I know. Come on, Dennis. Get back in there. All right. I'm constantly driving and on the go as a travel nurse and dreaming of my next Disney trip. So listening to Rope Drop Radio helps me escape to the Disney bubble, if only for a little while every day. Lauren and Doug keep me laughing and also exquisitely informed on all the Disney need to knows. But their conversations also have helped improve my Disney knowledge significantly as I've been exploring a new adventure as a travel agent. Shout out to the nurses, Lauren. Woohoo! You
Yes.
guys are a breath of fresh air and exceedingly Disney brilliant. Keep the episodes coming. There we go.
Oh, well, thank you, One Magical Nurse. That was a very good review. We appreciate it. And yes, all my love to the nurses.
There you go. There you go. That was a good review. Hopefully stay on the road while you listen. Don't get distracted
Yes.
listening to your very well-crafted review. All right.
Yes.
So now it is time to take a look at the Stuffy of the Week. The Stuffy of the Week is right over Lauren's shoulder. You head on over to YouTube. Let us know who the Stuffy is. And leave a comment. Otherwise, Lauren's daughters cry. This is a true fun fact. Tears have been had.
This is true. There's a fun story, a quick story about this stuffy that one of the girls got this stuffy and then quickly didn't want it after a few months. And it was gifted to their dad because it is one of his favorite characters.
It is his favorite character. He's always wearing this character on his shirt and his magic band. And
it's everywhere. Yeah. Well, that's because we told him he has a similar personality some days. Yeah. Take that how you will.
I haven't seen that when I've traveled with Jake.
He would not do that in front of you, I don't think.
Okay. I have no filter, but
yeah.
There you go. All right. Well, head over to YouTube, leave a comment, and let us know who the Stuffy is. Let's see how many people can get this one right. I have a feeling it will be better than the Bluey episode.
I think so. Yeah.
All right. Yeah. All right. Well, we're going to be back to talk all about Lauren's trip after this break. Hey, Nebraska rope droppers. Getting to the magic just got easier. The Lincoln Airport now offers nonstop flights to Orlando twice a week on Breeze Airways. Every Wednesday and Saturday. Skip the layovers and get straight to Mickey faster than ever. I've flown Breeze myself. It's a great experience with one of the youngest fleets in the sky, flying only Airbus A220s. So next time you're planning a Disney vacation, start at Lincoln Airport, your shortcut to the magic. Welcome back. It is time to talk about this trip. So, Lauren, we're going to start with how we start every trip report, the who and the why for this trip.
Yes, good question. So, it was just me and my husband, Jake. We went on an adults only trip. Typically in the spring, we travel with 2 other couples, but the scheduling was not working out this year. So they're not huge Disney people. So we said, well, we're kind of taking a break from those adult trips with them. Let's go do something Disney. So we decided to do a day in the park, and then we went on a Disney cruise, which we're going to talk about next week on Rope Drop on Deck.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
Yeah, looking forward to that. So we're just going to kind of keep it to our parks portion right now. But yeah, we went down and had a fabulous time.
All right. That's a great who and a why right there. I mean, the kids go enough. You do enough travel. You know, when we talk about adults only, we're not talking about not vacationing with the children, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's not in place of, it's just in addition to.
Agree. Yeah. We travel with our kids quite a bit, so they were okay to sit one out.
Little disclaimer there before the hate mail comes in to Lauren no, I'm joking.
No, thank you.
All right. Let's talk about your flight down, because it's never a trip if it's not eventful at the airports, right? You had direct or connections this time. You flew out of your little local airport, right?
No,
Oh, you
we drove
drove
to
to Chicago.
Chicago.
Okay.
Yeah, we usually if the two of us, we do try to fly out of our little airport, but like there was these huge gaps when we were coming back from the cruise
Mm,
where we were going to have to wait and sit in Chicago for 5 hours when we can drive it in 2.5. So
yeah.
what's the point?
Mm.
So we didn't do that. So we drove to O'Hare and everything got off to a good start. We dropped the kids off at school. Grandparents were there, got to the airport. Everything was great. The plane loaded on time. And I'm like, fantastic. It's been a while since we had a flight leave on time. And shortly after everyone boarded, they said, oh, guess what? We have a problem. We have too much fuel. And it's going to take a while for the fuel trucker to come and remove the excess fuel. And we can't leave until they do.
That's
So
it.
that was splendid.
That is awesome. Too
It's like,
much
I've never
fuel.
heard of that.
I
Yeah,
mean,
it's a thing.
I get it. You don't need all that fuel to get to Orlando. And a lot of people are like, what's the problem with too much fuel, right? Like, what? But it's a weight
Weight
issue. So
thing.
every pound you add burns more fuel, which
Mhm.
then you need the more fuel to burn for the more. Like,
Yeah.
it's a compounding problem, right?
That's
I,
what he said. He said we would have weighed too much with the fuel and it needed to be taken off. So,
man.
and it was annoying because they couldn't give us an estimate. I will say he was worried it was going to take like over an hour.
Oh, yeah, that's fun.
It took them probably 35 to 40 minutes and then we were off. So we ended up being about an hour late, which isn't terrible.
No.
But it was just kind of a silly reason to be delayed.
It's like totally preventable reason.
Yes. So that's what was frustrating.
Yeah, and imagine the cascading effect that had on the next flight with that plane and the gate and all. Because were
Mhm.
you at the gate the whole time while you're waiting for the fuel to get taken off?
We were on the plane. And
Well,
my favorite
no,
part
like was the plane at the gate just
oh yeah,
in the
we were at the
way?
gate.
You're just
Yeah,
totally screwing up other people's plans too. Then
100%. And then they were like, when they didn't know how long it was going to take, they had decided that they had to offer us, I forget the fancy term, where you can get off the airplane, right? And they don't go far. It was a
yeah,
fancy term. I was like, what?
I forget that term. Yeah,
Yeah. And so he said it and then comes back on like 30 seconds later. He's like, I know I offered you that, but the truck's here. So we know it's going to be quick now. So please just stay on if you're okay with that. But legally I had to offer you that. So luckily no one got off. Everyone stayed on.
that's good.
So that was good. Yeah. So
they weren't tracking down one person in a Dunkin' Donuts line.
No. Thank goodness. That would have been terrible.
All right. Well, you made it. Did you
Mhm.
Uber to Disney World then? Is that your mode of transportation?
So normally we would, but this relates to the cruise portion. We treated ourselves. So it's our 20th anniversary this year.
Well,
So
happy anniversary.
that's early, but thank you. We're in July, but this is when the grandparents come.
A little
So I was
early.
like,
Yeah, that is a little early.
we're
Lauren.
celebrating. Well, we're going to be at like state for swim, or it's the day before. We're
Best
not going to
way.
be celebrating it. So I'm like, I'm just going to pretend we're celebrating it now.
Okay.
So, well, we stayed concierge on the cruise, and so I wanted to be there early to take the lounge in, right? So we had to rent a car solely for that purpose. I know.
I had no idea. I followed along the trip. No pictures of rental cars. Okay.
We
You
had a
rented
rental car.
Did you like
Yeah.
upgrade to a convertible, something fancy, or like a sedan,
No.
something practical?
It was like a mid-size SUV.
Oh,
It was a Volkswagen something.
I like to rent the mid-size SUVs as well.
I have a short person problem and I don't like to be in a sedan. Like I want to sit up high.
Yep. I like to be able to see the road better.
Yeah.
Especially when driving to the port.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see
So
what you did there.
Yeah. So we drove and we stayed at the Contemporary in the main tower this trip, which we had never done. We do a lot of Bay Lake with the kids. We need 2 rooms if we stay there. So that's why we end up at Bay Lake because they have the villas with more space. So that was our first time staying in the tower. So that was kind of fun.
Nice. Which view did you have?
Water view.
Water view. The better
Water
view.
I kind of think so too.
I think it's
like
prettier.
during the day,
Yeah.
it's prettier. At night, I think I'd rather be seeing the theme park, but
there's the 20 or so minutes of fireworks that it's definitely better to have the theme park view. But something about looking at Bay Lake and you get the water pageant and you can see Epcot's fireworks. I mean, it's not bad for the price difference. I'm just gonna say
You save money.
It's significantly cheaper, but you're in the tower, so you feel super special.
You do. And I was worried. You had told me this before that like it's quiet in the
Mhm.
room. I was a little afraid of that, but really you can't hear anything once you get in there. So
Yeah,
that was
because
nice.
we've been down on like 5 right over Chef Mickey's before.
And you
Because
still couldn't hear
couldn't
anything?
hear anything. Yeah,
Nice.
we've done a lot of Bay Lake View because we're a family of 5. Those are some of the biggest family of 5 rooms you can
Mhm.
get. The Poly is also big. The original, they built bigger hotel rooms back in the 70s, right?
Right.
Um, so we like contemporary, and we like the Bay Lake View because it's a lot
Mhm.
cheaper than fireworks. Yeah, the
And it's so
soundproofing's good.
pretty.
What floor were
Yeah.
you on? How high? Roughly.
Oh, we were higher up, like I don't know. I feel like the 10th floor,
Okay.
maybe. I
Nice.
love
It's a
yeah.
nice view.
Yeah. Yeah, it
Very
wasn't
cool.
bad at all. And actually, I did not realize what we could see was Lakeshore Lodge, and it's
Mm-hmm.
huge.
It is.
It's so big.
It's
I
gonna
was
be
like,
big.
holy cow.
It's gonna be a
So,
lot of rooms, like close to 1,000 rooms.
yeah.
So like Riviera, they went boutique for Disney, right? Where this is like whatever they decided they did wrong with Riviera, they're pushing the needle the other way on Lakeshore Lodge.
Yeah.
And in the news, they announced an opening
They did.
date, a whole calendar
Ish.
year, 2027.
2027.
Somewhere in these 365 days, we'll throw a dart later.
It's coming.
I
Yeah.
yeah. So I don't think it'll be too long before we get a more accurate date on Lakeshore Lodge, but can't wait to try that one out. So
Yeah.
staying at the Contemporary, and then you go right into the parks right away with your partial day. Like what did you do? Did you go find dinner? Did you go to Contempo Cafe, the best counter service in the Contemporary?
All good questions. So we didn't have any park tickets for that day.
Oh,
I let my AP lapse this year.
okay.
I probably need to renew it eventually. It just like wasn't mathing for this year for what we were doing. So, and Jake hasn't had his in probably 2 or 3 years. So no tickets. So I am superstitious and did not want to book a dining reservation
Mm-hmm.
ahead of time because then I felt like we would have travel issues because that's
Oh,
happened where I
okay.
cancel things. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, I'm not booking anything. There's only 2 of us. We'll find something. So we didn't want to eat at Contempo Cafe because it's terrible, right?
I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Is it better than Cosmic Rays? Yes.
Is
There.
it?
Yeah, it is because it's not headache inducing, but it's got the whole freezer option of desserts and things.
It's tiny. It's limited.
Yeah, it is what it is. So where did you try to go?
Okay. So we decided we wanted to go to Wilderness Lodge
Mhm.
and eat at the outdoor place I can never remember the name of, and that's where you come in.
Geyser Point.
Yes, thank you.
Mhm.
I'm like, let's go walk because we had been, we have to drive to Chicago 2.5
Mhm,
hours. Then we're in
yeah.
the plane. We wanted to move. So I was like, let's go walk to Magic Kingdom, take the boat over there. We'll eat at Geyser Point.
The
And
boat,
then
huh?
I know. I realized as soon as we're there. Before I go, I was still in our hotel room. I go, oh, no. I think that the pier's down, that they're working on the
Yeah.
dock.
Yeah.
So
It's a
yeah,
good thing you listened to the news on Patreon because I mentioned all the refurbishments.
you did. And that's
Mhm.
100% the reason why I remembered ish. And so our option was there was no good option to do any sort of walking. We wanted to walk somewhere. They're like, you can go take a bus or take an Uber would have been the thing to do, right?
Mhm,
But I'm
yeah.
like, I want to move. So I was like, let's go to Grand Flow, right? Like my favorite monorail resort.
Like, did you walk all the way over there? Like the
We
mile
did because
or
I
so?
wanted
Instead
to.
of about a
Yeah.
mile and a half?
Yeah. Maybe like 1.25 miles, probably a
Okay.
little over a mile.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I had Googled it and saw that we could eat at the Citricos bar. Like they have a full menu.
nice.
And I was like, let's just do that because
Yeah.
we
2
have
adults,
done that.
it's perfect.
Yeah, it's fun. We like to people watch and check things out and talk to the bartenders.
That's
So
a
we're like, we'll do
great
that.
tip when you don't have reservations, just 2 people. A lot of the
Mhm.
restaurants have a bar that you can like just go eat at. Like,
Yes. Yeah. I love doing that, just the 2 of us. But we walk over there, get up to the second floor, and the doors are closed. And I was like, oh, it's Monday. I forgot. It is closed. And I know that because I help people plan dining, and that was the whole thing. And I know that. And I forgot it was Monday. So I was like, ah. So we go to Grand Floridian Cafe, and now it's an hour wait. Where like an hour ago they had 100 reservations.
Oh.
So I was like, and by this point we're starving. Like we're
now
very
it's
hungry.
dinner time, right? You're no longer
Yes.
ahead of the curve.
No,
But you got your walk-in.
we did feel better for that, but
Okay.
it also increased our appetite, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was like, that's fine. Let's just go eat at Gasparilla's, and then we can go have a drink. And
So Gasparilla's is the counter service restaurant at Grand
at Grand-
Floridian.
right. So we go in there, and I was like, awesome. I'm going to get my grilled cheese and my tomato soup, and it's delicious, and I'm going to love it. And we go in there, and I'm looking at the menu, and and I was like, where's the grilled cheese? The grilled cheese is gone.
I don't understand why they did that.
Right? And I think I literally said, even Alex likes the grilled cheese, and he doesn't like grilled cheese. He likes meat and burgers and steaks.
Yeah.
And like if Alex likes it, it's a good grilled cheese. So that was devastating. So I'm pretty sure I got like my child's 2 chicken strips for dinner. It was a very weak start to eating on this trip.
At that point, you should have walked over to Captain Cook's and waited another half hour to get your food.
We thought about it a little bit, but we were so hungry.
I would have suggested Tambu Lounge and gotten
that would have been better.
Food, but
yeah, that would have been better.
But that's another walk. You were already in Grand Floridian.
And starving. Yeah. So we eat dinner, and I was like, let's go. We were going to have drinks at the new bar in the lobby.
Yeah.
But
lobby
like,
bar.
You go there, and there was literally like one person there, and there's no ambiance.
It's
there.
just a lobby bar. It's just.
Yeah. And the Enchanted Rose is right up there. And it's like beautiful and has ambiance and more drinks. So I was like, I actually just want to go there. And Jake had never been in there. So I was like, let's just go.
Perfect.
Yeah. So we had a drink there and then walked back to the Contemporary because we had to move our legs.
Yeah.
And then watched the fireworks. I think that's my favorite thing about that hotel is the fireworks. They pipe in the music.
Where did you watch them from?
From like that balcony area, like by the gift shop.
Okay. On the main floor there.
Yes.
Yeah. Floor 4 or 3, whichever.
I forget which one.
I can't remember what it is. The main one.
Yeah. Yeah.
The Chef Mickey's floor.
Correct.
Yes. Nice big viewing platform on the end towards the park. Yeah. It's a great place to watch from.
Yeah. So that was a good end to how that night went. So that was good.
Nice. So kind of a fail on the food a couple times, but you know what? You got a chicken strip, Lauren. So tell me Jake ordered something tastier.
I think he got a burger. Yeah. Okay. An adult meal anyway.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
So off to bed because you had an early morning the next day, right? Did it start early?
Yes. So I had booked us Keys to the Kingdom tour at 8 a.m., like the very first one, because I was secretly hoping they would let me into the park a little bit early because early entry was at 8:30. We were supposed to be meeting at 7:45.
Okay. Where do you have to meet for that?
But at Town Square, like by
Okay.
By
so
Tony's.
You have to go in, tap in like normal then.
Yes. Yeah. You still need a theme park ticket. So that's a good question. You still need a ticket to get into the Magic Kingdom. I asked like if we could get in before other people because I'm like, we're supposed to be here at 7:45 and it's 7:45. And they're like, nope, you have to go tap in. And we're like, because there was already a long line for people rope dropping, right? So we went through the tap styles and I desperately needed a coffee. So I rope dropped Starbucks, all in honor of Joe, clearly.
Yeah. Joe.
That is why.
Back to the Mouse.
That is why I did it. But yeah, we grabbed our coffee and then went and checked in. Easy check-in, and they give you like a pin so everyone knows each other's first name, and then you get like an earpiece so you can hear her talking through because you got to walk through the crowds in the parks.
Okay, so kind of like a bus tour on a cruise excursion at a museum. You get the little earpiece, and they whisper in your ear all day long.
Pretty much, yeah. Okay. That's how it went. But we had a fabulous guide. Her name was Zoe. You would have loved her.
Yeah.
She used to be a Jungle Cruise skipper.
Okay.
And had the personality for it. I was like, I bet she did some really good.
So jokes all day, huh?
Yeah, because she had that kind of humor throughout the tour. Which
So
I was
better
like,
than
I
our
love
last
this.
few skippers, you're saying?
Yeah, I won't name any names,
Yeah.
but yeah,
Yeah.
they were not Zoe. Zoe would have done fabulous,
Yeah. Okay.
100%. Yeah, so I'm seeing if maybe I can get her to come on the show. We'll see. That
All
would be
right.
awesome if she would. She
Fingers
said she would.
crossed.
Right? I think she'd be a great guest. So yeah, they start you off kind of. I don't want to go into like too much detail for
Right.
people who want to experience it, but they kind of take you through the park and show you things that like details and some history. Some I had heard of, like on the Imagineering story or just reading. Some of it I had never heard of before. They really go through some of the windows on Main Street and
That's
tell you
what
the
I was
story.
curious how many windows they point out and the stories behind the windows.
So not every window, because there's a ton, right?
Well,
so I think
that's a whole tour in itself, right?
It is. Yeah. So she kind of pointed out like a couple of her favorites. The big one, and this was really interesting, was Roy is towards the front of the park and he actually did not want his name on a window. So he felt like he was kind of behind the scenes and it was Walt's park. So they had to do that after he passed away with permission from his family. And then Walt is towards the back so that he's facing the castle.
Okay.
So, and they have, I forget his name. There was I think he was an Imagineer or I don't know, a higher up, who was the peacemaker between the two brothers for fighting. So they purposely put his window
right in the middle.
Them. Yeah. Cause they showed us like some pictures. They're like, he was always, they were brothers. They fought. He was the peacemaker. So that just kind of interesting trivia knowledge like that. And then we headed over to Adventureland, and this was hilarious. So they're still waiting for second rope drop, right?
Okay, yeah.
Still a crowd there. She's like, everyone stay close because we're going past the rope. And we're like, cool. Everyone was giving us like death stares.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Like, what are they doing?
They're going to get to Tiana's first and ruin it now.
They're like, they ruined this whole thing. And that was hilarious. So we got to go into Adventureland before anyone was in there.
As you went past, you didn't go like, yeah, we're going to go ride Thunder before it's open or something like that. Just to, okay, this is why I don't go on these tours.
You would have done that. I was kind of like
100%.
Hiding, like feeling bad. But I knew
I would have been like, just stroll on past.
Yes, you would have. I think like some of us were like, we're not going on any rides. So that was funny. But it was neat to get into Adventureland before anyone else was. And she was giving us some history. And then she goes, I bet you didn't think we were going to rope drop the bathrooms in Adventureland, but this is your bathroom break. So that's what we rope dropped.
Nice.
Nice use of a rope drop.
Yeah.
But so she went through that. The fun part was we did get to go on the Jungle Cruise after that.
Okay.
They got us our own little private boat and they let her give us the spiel. And I was actually excited to hear her jokes, but she actually went through kind of the history of the attraction. Do you know the history of that attraction?
A lot of it, yeah. Yeah.
I did not realize he wanted live animals and it to be very educational.
Yeah. And then at first it didn't have any jokes out in Disneyland for a long time. And then they're like, yeah, nobody is going to ride this. So the skippers were bored, basically. Started telling jokes.
Yeah. There was a specific cast member who started coming up with like his own jokes, and Walt noticed that they were all going on his boat and then went on the boat and he did the proper thing because he knew Walt was on the boat. And then they got off and Walt's like, do it again and show me what they're seeing. So then luckily he didn't get in trouble, at least not too much, because they adopted that aspect.
The whole
of it
style. Anyway. Yeah. It changed the whole thing.
Yeah. So it's just neat to see how like cast members really can affect the trajectory of a ride or a park. And then we got to go behind the scenes. This is not the Utilidors yet. We got to go backstage of Frontierland, and that's where they house all the parade stuff. It's crazy how early they start prepping. Yeah, like before every parade, they check like every light bulb, and it's just a whole day project. They were already working on it. So that was neat to see. We got to see the electrical pageant parade, which is like Jake's favorite. And it is truly chicken wire and Christmas lights.
It's straight out of the 70s. Like,
it's awesome.
It's so loud too. Like, because you got to hear, like, you're on the 10th floor.
We saw it.
And it's like
both nights.
You can have that door shut and like you can't hear Chef Mickey's, but you can hear
that
gadget outside.
I used to hate that thing
right after the kids fell asleep.
Yeah, now it's fun because we're up.
Yeah.
But yeah. And then because we were the 8:00 tour, they do provide lunch. That was at Columbia Harbor House, but we were eating at like 10:30 because we were the first tour group. It ended up being fine. We were starving.
You were up early, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
And
And that
so
was nice.
it's included, like you can order anything
Yes.
off the menu type of thing, or
I think so. Yeah, like you put in your order when we checked in the morning.
okay.
I got my basic chicken strips, but it seemed like a pretty I know. It seemed like a pretty full menu to me. And then when you go up there they have like a the upstairs roped off a part
Mm-hmm.
of it, and had like
Yeah.
your lunch waiting.
Okay.
Like Jake and I had like they knew who was with each other, so every party kind of had its
Oh,
own table. So that
nice.
was nice. And I think that was the nice thing actually about having it so early. It was like the place was empty because it hadn't
Yeah.
really opened for lunch yet. So, yep, so that was included. We learned about Walt's Tree in Liberty Square,
Yeah.
which is kind of a whole interesting history too. The second ride, so there were two rides we did get to go on. Haunted Mansion is the second one, and that was fantastic because she gave us a lot of history and stuff before we went in there. The one thing I didn't know is, did you know that Mr. Toad is in the pet cemetery?
Yeah.
I did
How,
not know that.
how do you not know these things,
I
Lauren?
don't
I'm really
know.
worried. Yeah, I've
Yeah,
taken
she was.
pictures of Mr. Toad.
Was I with you?
No, no, no.
Okay, good. I knew he was in Winnie the Pooh, like handing
Mm-hmm.
off the deed, right? Because they replaced
Yeah.
it. I had no idea he was in the pet cemetery, which
Yeah.
seemed kind of morbid but funny. So
I
yeah, check
mean,
that out.
well, morbid. I mean, the attraction did end in a certain place. I
That
won't say
well,
the words for the small ears.
that's true. That's true. And then you kind of end doing the utility doors, which we'll talk
Okay.
about in the after show because I don't want to ruin anything. But that was probably the neatest part of the whole thing. And then you end up on Main Street where you say your goodbyes for the day. They give you a nice little pin to take home that's in the shape of a key. And that was our tour. So it was
Nice.
awesome. Highly recommend if for any Disney nerd. It was really good.
You booked that, what, 60 days
Yes,
out?
you book it 60 days out.
I looked
And it's
at it for Sam and I, but I was under the 60-day window.
was it
So
booked up?
there was one slot open, but it was on a day we have to drive back to Jacksonville. And I was like, I don't know that we want to get up early, do that whole thing, and then have to like worry about getting back before her first day of her job. Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
that's a lot of pressure.
I did not pull the trigger on that one. But you keep teasing the utilidors. Why
Yeah.
don't you just tell people what the utilidors are? I don't think that's a spoiler. And
No,
we'll
that's a
talk
good
more about
point.
them.
Yeah, so the utilidors are underneath everything in Magic Kingdom, and that is how the cast members kind of get to different parts of the park without being seen, and they house a lot of stuff down there that we'll talk about. I think the interesting thing that I think a lot of longtime fans know, but maybe not new fans, is that is actually the first floor of the park.
Mm-hmm.
Because it was built on a swampland. So it
Yeah.
feels like, and talked about like you're in a basement, but it's really the first floor, and then the park was built on top of that. So, and they show you like there's a hallway where you can really tell that that's how it's made. So it's super neat.
Yeah, you're not digging down into the ground. It's not the basement because that's
No.
full of water.
Yep.
Right? It's not the Midwest where everybody has a basement. No,
Yep.
not at all. So that's cool. The utilidors are fascinating. I can't wait to hear more about that a little later after the show.
Yeah.
So you do that. What time roughly were you done then? Like,
It was a 5-hour tour. So we're done around 1.
okay, so, but that's part of why the lunch is early. And did she like talk to you throughout the lunch, like in your ear, or do you
No.
take the earpiece off for a little bit? And
Yeah. Well, and like, so there's another cast member there to greet you for lunch. And she basically was
Okay.
like, Zoe needs her lunch too. So Zoe's going
Yeah.
to sit at this table away from
She
you
gets
guys.
her
Because
break.
remember, she needs a break. Yeah. And
From
so she
you.
did yeah, this kind of, she said it very politely, but that's essentially what she was saying. And so no, everyone takes a break for lunch.
All right. Okay. We're going to move on to some new things that you tried. And the thing that I'm most excited about, and you posted on social media, you did a great job of posting things on social media. Kudos to you, Lauren. And there's one thing though, 3 different people asked you how it was and you just ignored them the whole time and I never bothered you.
I was so busy.
You're so busy.
I'm sorry,
So,
people.
Animal Kingdom, there's a new spot with some new desserts. There is a ice cream sandwich that you got. Describe the ice cream sandwich, where to get it, and is it worth it?
Okay, so I have been hearing that this was like a life-changing ice cream sandwich. Everyone's been
Oh,
blogging about it like crazy, right?
yeah,
Like, this
they
is the
have.
best ice cream sandwich. I
It
was like, I
looks
have to have this.
gigantic too.
It was big. It
Okay.
was big. We could have split it, but they also had just come out with a carrot
Mm-hmm.
cake sundae, and Jake
Yeah,
loves carrot cake,
that
so he
also
got
looks
that.
really good.
Yep. So basically on the top layer, it is like chocolate chip cookie dough, kind
Mm-hmm.
of. And then the bottom is just like a chocolate, kind of your normal ice cream sandwich layer, and then ice cream
Okay.
in between. It was good. It was not life changing.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
sadly. I would get it again. I wouldn't go out of my way to get it unless like we were already in the park, maybe, and it
Okay.
was a hot day. But like we went to Animal Kingdom for that and to see Zootopia.
Okay.
So that's
Not
all I can
life
say about it.
changing, but
Not life changing. It's
well,
across from the Starbucks. I forget the name
okay.
of the
As long as you
place.
know it's across from the Starbucks, that's all that
Yeah.
matters. Little kiosk there, and that's the same place as the carrot cake
Yes,
sundae,
same
correct?
place. And there had, when the bloggers had gotten a hold of this
Mm-hmm.
sandwich, there apparently was like a long line for days. It was
Yeah.
totally fine. Like I made Jake run ahead because he's got long legs and can walk fast.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And we were trying to park hop a whole bunch. So he got there and there was probably like 6 people in line
Oh,
in front
okay.
of him. It was 3 o'clock in
And
the
that's middle
afternoon,
afternoon.
2 o'clock.
That's yeah.
Yeah. It wasn't bad at all. So it was fine. I think that's calmed down.
Okay.
He said the carrot
Well,
cake sundae was fine.
your
Like,
review is
good.
not bringing the line back, Lauren.
No, it was
but it's
overhyped, but it was
but
good.
it is a snack credit on the dining plan, correct?
I
So
think so, yeah.
yeah, it's a really good value on the dining plan.
Yes, because it's
Both
a
of
big
these are.
sandwich. I couldn't finish it.
Yeah, so this is if you got a dining plan, which I mean, if you're gonna do a character meal or two, you should get the dining plan, honestly. And because
Yeah,
snacks like this, the scooped ice cream is another way to go on that dining plan
that's
with
a
your
good
snack
one.
credit. But this ice cream sandwich is one of the best values I think you can get right now in the park.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
agree with that.
So,
Yeah.
how was the sundae? Like, was there nuts in the carrot cake portion? Do you know? You didn't eat it, so I don't know.
I didn't eat it because I don't love carrot cake, and, like, I
Okay.
tried to wanna eat it, and I just couldn't. It didn't look great to me. He
Okay.
said it was good. Like, I get he said it was good, not life-changing. We didn't expect it to be.
Okay.
Like, I don't same thing, like, I think if it was a hot day and you really felt like carrot cake ice cream, then fine, but it wasn't anything crazy good.
Okay. So you went
Yeah.
to Zootopia Better Zoogether for
Uh-huh.
Zoogether Day. You
Yep.
celebrated. How was it?
I'm gonna be honest, I
Mm-hmm.
think you guys all overhyped it. Everyone seemed to like it, and I hated it.
Hate. That's a strong word, Lauren Shields.
Mhm. Why are there puffs of air coming at me within 30 seconds? It scared the bejesus out of me. And I was like, I thought we were done scaring people. I
It's
was nice and relaxed. I just had my ice cream sandwich. I just wanted to watch something like Muppets 3D. That's what I thought
it's
I was
not
going to.
that. No.
It is not that. And
It's a
then
lot. It's a lot
I,
going on.
I thought it was done. And then there's more puffs of air in my face. Then there's water being sprayed
A
at me.
lot of
I don't
water.
remember why. Oh, I do remember why. That was gross.
Mm-hmm.
I really didn't. I was like, I thought it's like they kept Bug's Life, but themed it to Zootopia.
I mean, you never get stung, so
There's still something underneath your bench at some point, isn't
yeah,
there?
but that was like the bugs going under you from not the stingers. They got rid of the stingers. I don't think I said it was amazing, so don't say I overhyped it.
Yeah, well, wasn't everyone like had glowing reviews when it came out? So I was like,
I
yes,
I
great.
said it was better than Bug's Life.
By a hair.
I
Like
think it's
barely.
I think it's significantly better because no one was crying, but evidently Lauren was. Um, it's
I want to take my kids because they like Zootopia better than I do. So I want to see how they
I
handle it or if they
I
like
think
it
my
better.
kids liked it more than I did. Remember, I was annoyed by the ambient crowd noise. Like how they just had noise like the crowd was
Oh,
talking
they
during
did.
it. And that annoyed me
Yeah.
because like it was like I wanted to shush somebody. but it
Yeah, you're
was
right. That wasn't it just was not like Muppets 3D, I relax, it's
Mhm.
funny, it's like punny kind of jokes, right? Like I relax and I enjoy the show. And this was
Yeah.
just like, I can't relax because I don't know what's coming at
It's
me.
about
And
to attack you.
there's the noise. You're right. Like, and then the noise made it worse.
All right. Well, let's hop over to Epcot. You went over
Okay.
to Epcot. Did you go on any attractions
I did
at
remember I had all
Epcot?
those lightning lanes.
Oh yeah, lightning lanes.
Hmm. So
Forgot those were a thing.
we went on Soarin'.
One
It
last time.
won. Yeah, one last time before they switch it. We had to do some merchandising because we got a bigger Christmas tree and I needed all my Mickey ornaments, like with the different countries. Jake and I
Oh,
fought over which countries we should buy because apparently he thought buying all the countries was too many. Yeah, he's like,
so
we did carry on.
you had to get Christmas ornaments from the
Hmm.
countries
Well, I
because
love
you
those
have a different
Mickeys.
tree,
We got a new tree last year, like this past
and you
Christmas,
didn't
and
have
it's
enough
bigger.
ornaments.
It's bigger than our other one. So on
Mm-hmm.
our old tree, we had enough ornaments. And
I
now they
understand.
look sparse. So I was
Okay.
like, we need
We
ornaments.
could just send you some of ours. We have way too many, but
Do it
we're,
because
we're
yeah,
or-
there we were
we buy an
fighting.
ornament on every trip, so it's added up.
Ooh, we have been
Yeah.
lazy, so we were making up for it. But we got I think we ended
Okay.
up with 5.
That's a
Jake
solid number.
he wanted 2. I wanted all. So we went 5.
Yeah, it's compromise. It's why you were celebrating an anniversary.
Yep.
So Soren, some other attractions. Did you hit up the new bar? That's
We
adults only.
did.
It's adults only.
Geo 82, he had not been. He wanted to go. We liked it. It's just a good little break. It's expensive, I will say that. But if you're going just adults and you want a break from the parks and
Mm-hmm.
from like other people's kids, it was nice just to be in a room full of just adults for like 45 minutes and
Nice.
relax. So we both liked it. Yeah. I will
Okay.
say he got 1 drink. Alex said you did it wrong. You needed to get the old fashioned.
Wow.
And then Jake orders the old fashioned and he goes, Alex was right. So
Dang
he
it.
enjoyed that drink.
My least favorite words.
I know, right? And then hopped over to Guardians real quick because you got to fit that in. And then we tried a new place for dinner we had never tried before, which was Chef's de France.
Mm-hmm.
Have you eaten there before?
Yes, several times. Although I will say this, the last time I ate there, Remy was appearing. He's going around table to table, the little animatronic
That's
Remy.
been a while.
Been a minute. It was, I
Yeah.
believe, Michelle's 30th birthday, so just last year.
Right.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, Michelle's 30th birthday trip, which we did adults only, and we met Remy. And the kids, that's when the kids were, like, super jealous we went without them, like, that age, right?
Yeah.
Now they'd be like, see ya. But,
Yeah.
so what did you get to eat at the Chef's de France?
They have a very fancy adult-like mac and cheese that I got with like some fancy cheese. It was so good. Even like Jake got some sort of beef stew and he was he was in on that mac and cheese. He was helping me eat that. It was really good. But one of the favorite things was they have a salad with like a goat cheese on it. I've discovered goat cheese late in my life and I love it. And that is basically why we went because I saw goat cheese on the menu and I was like, we need to go there and eat all the goat cheese. So it was very good. Highly recommend. I'm like, wow, how we hadn't tried that earlier. I don't know, but we enjoyed it.
Like, I feel like Le Chefs de France and Beer Garden are
Get overlooked.
They get overlooked, especially by families. And I think they're very family friendly menus.
Yeah.
Because it's like really what our version of comfort food is derivatives of, I think, French and German comfort food, right?
Yeah.
So,
yeah,
that mac and cheese, there's nothing, it's not on the kids menu, folks. Lauren ate a real grown-up meal.
I did. You should be proud of me.
So proud.
It was like the best mac and cheese I ever ate. It was so good. Definitely get that. And then we had to hop over to Remy's because I had not seen it yet with no 3D glasses.
What do you think?
Have?
Yeah, what did you think without it?
I agree with you. It was way better.
Yeah.
We both said there's so much more detail like around you that you can see because when you have the glasses on, you're just focused straight ahead. So it was neat just to look around and see like the props and the sets and everything else you were kind of missing with the glasses on. So I think that's actually a big plus. Surprising to say. You would think it would be better with the 3D glasses, but
right, they made it better by taking something away, not necessarily something I want to encourage them to start doing everywhere.
No,
but it worked in this situation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It worked great. And then we hopped back over to Magic Kingdom because I had to do Buzz.
Yeah. How was the new Buzz?
The new Buzz was fantastic.
Okay.
Loved it. So yeah, it was easy. Like Jake was green, I was red. I had read that you have to like really hit the target, but there's a black
The center.
right. And I thought you could hit anywhere in the black and it would work. No, you have to be like in the dead center
Yeah.
of that. But then it vibrates so that you know you hit it, which was helpful too.
No, that's good.
So I needed to spend some time, I think, figuring out what the new targets are and what you should be aiming for. We didn't really research it. We just kind of wanted to see how it was, but we both really liked it.
Different colors mean different points, and they can actually change because it's video. So like the different points are on different. Yeah. So yeah, I got to do some research before I go so I don't embarrass myself.
Yeah. You got your work cut out for you.
It's going to be a struggle. And then the new picture on that, how was that? Did you get the new picture?
Yes, the new picture is awesome because it shows your score, which could be good or bad, I guess, depending on your score. But we thought that was cool because, like, you walk away and 10 minutes later, you don't remember your score unless you got, like, Galactic Hero. Yeah. So it was neat to be like, oh, yeah, that was what our score was.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I like that inclusion. Anytime they can plus up the photo, I think that's just a win-win because you walk away with a more detailed memory, right?
Yeah.
And another reason to share it on social media. And then that's a win for Disney because you have a better memory and you're sharing it more likely on social media, right?
Yeah, so, that is a win-win.
Win-win. All right.
Yeah.
And how'd you close out the night at the Magic Kingdom?
Jake wanted to go to Beacon Barrel, so I took him there. The second time, and it was worse than the first time.
Oh, so strike two.
Yeah, they're like, we were exhausted from the tour because
it's a long day. I'm tired just listening to all of it, Lauren.
Yeah, and I don't do good. Like Michelle and Alex will tell you, if I have to stand through like a parade where I'm not moving, I don't do good. Like I need to. If I'm moving all day, I do fine. But as soon as I have to just sit or like just stand in place for a long period of time, it's done. So I'm kind of done at that point. I just want to sit down. I'm like, that's fine. They can put us with strangers. I don't care. That's fine. And then we walk in and they're like, you're going to have the standing room only.
Oh.
I was like, and we didn't want to wait longer because I was so tired.
Yeah.
So there was like, I thought they were just going to put 4 of us in this one corner. They put 6 of us and it's like right by the door. So we're the only place that was standing because I think they don't want to put bar stools because it would be kind of tight for people coming in.
Yeah.
Because there was other parts of the bar that had a similar setup and they had the bar stools.
Interesting.
So, it was so annoying. And then so we got our drink, but even Jake's like, it's like Oga's. You just feel rushed. You can't relax. That's like not what you're going for when you want to go to a lounge.
Yeah. I did not make a reservation for it for Sam and I. So
I think that's fine.
For one, she's 20, which is like the worst age to go to something like that, right?
Because you can't drink, but you're so close.
Right. And like she's gonna have a whole summer full of friends visiting her that are all 20. So like I don't want to take her and her be like, this is amazing. And then a bunch of 20-year-olds go waste a bunch of money on the non-alcoholic juice.
Yeah.
Right? It's just expensive juice at that point. So
that's true. So yeah that was a fail. Okay. And I did get to see Jeannie and Billy were there. So they were still there from the race. They were going strong. I was like, I don't know how you guys are doing it. But that was great to see them. And so then we went back and watched the fireworks. We made it back just in time to watch the fireworks from the Contemporary again.
Yeah, because you showed up just after the Springtime Surprise. So shout out to the runners that did the Springtime Surprise.
Yeah, I missed it when I was there. I was kind of jealous. They all had really cool shirts this year too.
It was
better than what we had.
Yeah, that's way better stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, no offense to our Incredibles medal, but we did the wrong year. Stupid prom. Prom.
Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe next year. Well, that sounds like an amazing trip. And the next day you got up and went on a cruise, which we will talk about, next week on Rope Drop on Deck. I can't wait to hear about that and the concierge life that Lauren's living.
Fancy.
So live vicariously through you. But we are actually planning a little trip to Disney World.
We are. Yes, the Rope Drop Radio podcast is going to Disney World.
Yes, and when will we be there? Because I honestly can't remember the dates.
It is a short trip because we are trying with several different families to make it work. But we are going August 30th through September 2nd.
There you go. So we'll have 2 full park days where we'll have a meetup each one of those days to be determined somewhere around property, probably in a park. But we'll be there with my wife, Michelle, and Alex as well. So
Maybe Jake, we're waiting to
maybe
see.
Jake, fingers crossed. How can I bully Jake into going?
So he is right now, he's off, but he has to watch children. But my in-laws might be forced into retirement finally. They are teacher. They work as they're like semi-retired teachers. They work as reading
Gotcha.
assistants now.
Okay.
And there's budget cuts, so they said it might be thrust upon them before they're ready. They have a nice gig. They like work 3 days a week for like a few hours. It's awesome. So they're sad to see it go. But I was like, well, maybe if you do get cut, then they would come, maybe hopefully watch the kids, and then Jake can come with. So we'll see.
And maybe this last trip just went so well, they're ready to come back too.
I know. I was like, one of the kids you don't even have to do anything for. He's on his own.
Well, that'd be great to have Jake there. It'd be fun to add him to the mix, help balance out the high energy of Alex and Michelle. It would tip the scales.
Yeah, it would.
Except he's not going to walk any slower, so never mind that.
No, he's still got those long legs.
No, give Alex a challenge to keep up with. But yeah, I can't wait. It'll be a great time of year. Low crowds, all the heat you can handle. But we'll do something fun.
Yep. And it's not Labor Day weekend, it's Labor Day weekend's very late next year. It's the following week. So that's why that's how it worked out for us.
Pre-Labor Day.
Yes. But most of the kids are back in school, which is nice.
That's why the crowds are small. There you go. And there's a Halloween party. We don't know exactly which one we're doing. Because the powers that be have to decide. Those got announced today. That will be on the news next week. The Halloween party tickets. So there you go. Great trip, Lauren. Great trip report. If you want to go to Walt Disney World on a fantastic trip, reach out to Touring and Cruises. They'll get you a no obligation quote and maybe book when we're going. I don't know.
Ooh.
Let them know.
Come join us.
Radio sent you, and they'll get you all taken care of. And if you want to get to Disney World or Disneyland from the Nebraska area, check out the Lincoln Airport with a nonstop to MCO on Breeze Airways and then a through flight to Disneyland. You stop in Las Vegas for a hot minute. You don't even have to get off the plane, and then off to Disneyland you go. So that's the Lincoln Airport. So we're going to get on to the after show, but first you guys should go check out our social media at Rope Drop Radio on all of the things. Lauren's done a fantastic job of posting all kinds of things to go look at on there. So go enjoy that and go check out Patreon so you can hear all about the utilidors. We're going to head that way right now. So thank you so much for listening to, for Lauren, I'm Doug. This has been another Rope Drop Radio. Hey, Rope Droppers, thanks for watching this whole video. Why don't you take a moment to make sure you subscribe, watch the next thing, the last thing, try to watch something else, but make sure you subscribe. Thank you so much for watching Rope Drop Radio.